Hi, welcome to Interrogation. Comedians tell their own true crime stories, then we get to ask them questions about it after. Give me all the money in the register! Come on, quick, quick, quick!
Christ.
The audience at this show can even text in their own crimes anonymously, and we read those live on stage. All right, thanks, Grayson.
Yeah, Corey, thanks, man. See you next week.
You guys ready to see our next comic? This guy's so funny. Came all the way down from Fort Collins, so please show him some love. Everybody get loud for Greg Cherry!
I don't know which mic to use. All right. Oh, man. So my story involves way less dildos. Hope that's okay. And also, yes, I am the third youth pastor with a drug problem in this Transformer. So, yeah, which I'm from Cleveland originally, so that tracks. But my story is about the time that I got pulled over for a DUI, and that launched my career into comedy. So, yeah, you think that we do this because we like ourselves? No, that's not why we get into this. But so this took back place in 2019. I was a ripe age of 27, still living life, still had hopes and dreams in my eyes, and wasn't crippled yet by everything else going around me. And too relatable, that's okay. But and I was hanging out with a bunch of my friends that were dentists. And I don't know if you know this, but dentists, they do a lot of drugs because they have disposable income and they're really depressed. And so, do we have any dentists out here? Any dental hygienists, maybe? Yeah? All right, well, next time you go get your teeth checked out, if your dentist is grinding their teeth a lot, you know why. You know why. No, but I do a lot of drugs with my friends, right? And, I didn't have the income that they did, but I pretended like I did, and it was rough for me. And so at this time, I was trying to fit in, and I got really into cocaine. And I know this is Colorado, you can relate, and that's okay. But I got really into cocaine and really enjoyed it quite a bit, so much to the fact where I was doing it all the time. And my friend, he asked me one day, he's like, hey, dude, what do you like about coke? And I was like, dude, I just love how free it makes me feel, how invigorated, how confident I am. But the downside is that at night, sometimes I just have a hard time falling asleep. I also, when I close my eyes, I think I see people in the room with me, and there's a lot of shadows moving around, and I think they're coming to get me, and sometimes they're fucking. It's really weird. And he's like, I think you're doing meth. And that's how I found out that my coke was cut. Still kept buying it. It's fine. So anyways, we're all out on the town, right? And we're all wearing our best. Blazers, jackets, cocaine in our little side pockets. We know that pocket's the one right here that you usually keep stitched. But if your friends don't have that pocket stitched, they're keeping drugs there. Next time you go home and visit your folks, check out your dad's blazers. All right? See what he's got going on there. But we're out and about, and we're doing all blow, all around Fort Collins, and I decide that it's the time for me to do an Irish goodbye. And I decided to just part away from my friends. I remember where my car is, and I shouldn't remember where my car is, because next thing I know, I transported to behind the wheel. And I haven't gotten to the good part yet, guys. So, I'm out driving, and there's a lot of roadblocks happening this weekend, all right? It's a very popular weekend, so weekend before Memorial Day, okay? And so I'm out and about driving, and I'm like, fuck, there's a roadblock. Be cool. Don't do anything. They won't pull you over. And they waved me. And so I go over to the side street. I was like, fucking be cool, man. They don't know you're drunk if you don't let them know you're drunk. And I was like, be relatable. Fucking connect with them. They love that shit. Talk to them. Have a conversation. Make this man your friend. So the cop comes up to me, and he's like, license and registration. And in my head, I'm like, he's a cop. I have a mustache. He has a mustache. And so instead of handing him anything, I just point at my face, point at his face, point back at my face. And I shit you not, he pulls up his little radio and says, I think the suspect's trying to make out with me. I was like, all right, pivot. But he asked me for my registration, and I'm trying to figure this out. At this point, I'm at the point where I'm going from browning out, which means like I'm just in and out of consciousness, and I'm gonna black out probably within 5 minutes, all right? Yeah, not my best moment, but also pretty impressed I was keeping it together that long. It turns out that sometimes you can't beat the alcohol with the uppers, no matter how much you try. There's a finite point, there's a plateau, you're done. And so he asked me for my registration, and instead of finding it in my glove box like a normal person, I just try to rummage through it, can't find it, pass by all my burned, mixed CDs I made in high school for my girlfriends that broke up with me, and I just go, it's in there, man. And I made this cop walk all the way around my car to the passenger seat, open the door, and get this out. And so, long story short, obviously I'm hammered as fuck. He's like, you should do a blow test. And I was like, nah. Because in my head, I'm like, dude, if I don't blow now, they'll take me to the hospital, which is like 10 minutes away. By that point, I'm totally going to be under the legal limit. And so, apparently, they took me to the hospital. I say that because I don't remember. And I don't know if you know this, but you get charged an extra $500 on your penalties because they have to do a blood test. But what I do remember, though, is on the way there to the hospital, I was kind of coming back, too, and I forgot I was in a cop car, and I thought I was taken in a hostage situation. And I'm trying to rip these handcuffs off in these, I don't know if you've been in the back of a cop car. It's not cushy. It's not like a Mercedes. You're sitting on like Chuck E. Cheese style plastic chairs in case you throw up, all right? It's very easy to clean out. So I wake up thinking that I'm in a Saw game, and I'm trying to rip these handcuffs off, and I just get permanent nerve damage in my right thumb for like the longest time. But that said, though, what ended up happening is that I get to jail. They put me in the drunk tank, and I'm sitting there. There's 2 other guys in there. Across from me is a guy with his shirt completely pulled over his head, knees to chest, just rocking back and forth. Good start. And over in the corner is where the toilet's at, and there's a guy sitting on there with his pants down, not shitting, but every 5 seconds he just goes, and I was like, I'm gonna be here for 8 hours. But anyway, we get out of there, and I eventually get taken, to my process and all that. And a couple months later, I had to do work release for 2 weeks because in the state of Colorado, if you blow above a .15, you have to do mandatory work release, and it scales from how high you blow. I had a .247. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Let this man drive home. But get some shots first. He can handle it. So anyways, I get to work release, and it's my first time there. You knew that. I have a nose ring, and I'm 33. So you're like, this is a soft boy. And but I get to work release. It's my first day, and this dude comes up to me. His name is Spider. And how do I know this? Because he told me right away. And Spider's about 5'7", Latino dude, bald, covered in tattoos head to toe, and I found out later that he was convicted at the age of 15 for murder. How do I know that? Because he also told me right away. But Spider looks at me and goes, "What the fuck's your name?" And I'm like, "Greg." Cherry. It's not a stage name, it's my God-given name. And he's like, "What the kind of fucking last name is Cherry?" I was like, "Well, like when you came over to Ellis Island, they gave you a name that was similar to your profession. Like if you're a smith, you were a blacksmith, made like horseshoes and shit. If you were a shoemaker, your last name was Cobbler. My grandfather was a stripper." And guys, he laughed and laughed. And I was like, all right, cool. So when you get to jail, the first thing you need to do is not beat up the biggest guy that you see. You just need to make him giggle a little, and you're gonna be okay. you're gonna be all right. No, but in jail though, I remember that we were there, and there's this big dude in there who actually worked there, and he was just this big old white country-fed dude, and I'm like, this guy's gonna vote for Trump. And he was there, and everyone called him Captain America, because he took his job way too seriously. I don't know if you've seen a work release situation, but we're just all in bunk beds wearing our everyday clothes. It's like adult day camp, you know, it's fine. But I found out later that this guy was there because he was at the prison and he called a prisoner the N-word and got the shit beat out of him. So we could do whatever we wanted with them, and it was fine. It was great. It was great. No, but I remember though one day we see Captain America, and he's walking through the lower level where we're all being kept, and he has this giant lady in his arms. She's struggling. He's pushing her through, and she fucking turns around and just bops him in the eye, and he just gave up. And we're like, fuck it. I really don't have a joke to that. I just wish you were there. That's all. That's all. No, but and the thing is, guys, is that like if you're thinking about drinking and driving, no, you could save money. So like, you know, like because the thing is, like, if you make it home, you're good, right? If you get pulled over, that's bad. But I remember though, like I don't tell my parents anything. They live in Ohio. Like my mom worries about me all the time. Like she tells me that she wishes I didn't get so many tattoos because they're permanent changes. I'm like, Mom, if we're gonna talk about permanent changes, why do I not have my foreskin? And yeah, she couldn't explain that one. Got her. And you know what? If you think that joke is dirty, that's a clean cut joke. And thank you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Anyways, but no. So where was I going with that? You remember? All right, cool. Driving, yeah. Yeah, just everyone. If we all get drunk here and we leave at the same time, we're gonna be fine. At least half of us, but. All right, y'all. I don't know if I missed the light or anything, but that's been my story. I'm Greg Cherry, so thank you so much.
On stage, you were like, what was I talking about?
No, that's just called anxiety.
I know, I get that. Quick question: do you still keep in touch with Spider by chance?
You know, dude, I did try to look him up on Facebook, but like, there's so many spiders out there. Yeah.
You eat 10 a year, they say.
Yeah.
Actually, we got a great surprise for you. Hey, Spider, come out right now. That'd be so fucking funny.
Dude, that'd be so dope.
Yeah. It's just like this guy. He's here the whole time.
It's like a hairpiece.
Just takes off like a full face, like that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Face Off, that was the name of it. Yeah, that one, the movie. All right, fuck you, okay? I know it wasn't funny. You weren't on board the whole time.
We were having fun.
Quip, winning, yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna lie, dude, when you said you had to do like a blow test after saying you did cocaine, I was like, is that a test for cocaine? Where you have to blow through your nose like as hard as you can?
Hey, you look like you know what you're doing. Come test this blow, dude. Is this baby aspirin or is this real?
This guy knows what's up.
I had a question. Well, not really a question, more of a comment. You and I have very different ways of talking to police officers that are pulling us over. I like how your go-to was like, I'm going to seduce this man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I figured that it'd be, you know, because it's just, I'm sorry, it's just so hard just being a white guy in Colorado, and I thought,
Yeah.
I just thought he'd want someone to, I'm sorry,
Preach.
I just thought he'd want someone
Terrible.
to connect with, man, and like,
I know, we're the victims.
yeah, it's hard in them streets.
I know. I look like everyone that works at Trader Joe's. I feel you.
I feel seen. Finally. An advantage for us. With a mustache like that, I think you could seduce a cop. I think you could.
Was he into it at all? Were you like, hey, big buddy?
I mean,
Not like that, Lou.
I was trying to slur a little bit.
I mean, it was less seduction. It's more so just like, hey, facial hair.
That was his nickname? Hey, facial hair.
Yeah. No, because we both have the same mustache, you know? I was just like, yeah.
So now
Yeah,
you
no wonder you got fucking arrested, dude. Like, that's, hey, facial hair? You're like, what? You're like,
on the note on the ticket, drunk but kind of cute.
yeah. Best compliment you can receive. Best compliment you can receive. And you go to court for it, and you're like, but the judge, the cop did say you were hot. So, pretty nice.
Now, so you blew a .247.
Yeah, I mean, technically it was a blood draw, so maybe it was a little bit higher. I like to think it was higher. I like to think that, you know, I don't want to undervalue myself so much.
That's pi, right?
I mean, legal's .08.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Which one's pi? Oh, I was way off. Never mind. Okay, so.
Yeah, dude, if you blow a 3.14, like, you're God. That's
Unless you have a cop that's just like a whiz mathematician, they're just like, nice, you know? Yes.
I mean, I think it runs in the family. My sister's been sober for like 5 years, and she went to the hospital with a .45, and she was fine.
This is your sister?
Yeah, she was talking and everything. She was great.
She was talking and everything. Well, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, how much? I mean, how much alcohol do you have to consume to be even 217, whatever the hell it is? Says the blow guy. Says.
Believe me.
How many shots off of a stripper's ass would you say, if we're gonna use it mathematical terms?
Male or female?
Good question. Good question. It really depends on the size of the tookish, more than.
Now, was that like, how quickly after that incident were you like, I'm getting fucked up again, or were you like done after that?
Well, so the thing is that like you go to jail and
the
then
next day.
and then I got a lawyer. I took out a Discover loan. So if you ever need a lawyer, Discover's got you. But
Like
this is
Discover credit cards?
yep, $6,000. Anyways, but so I took out a loan, got a lawyer. Because of that, he got my court date deferred for 2 months. So I was able to still do whatever I wanted for 2 months. So it was like waiting for your own like execution. You're just like, all right, I'm gonna just go get fucked up every day.
He was just waiting for the interest to kick in on the credit card. Like, I can delay this out for a year if you want. Just accumulating interest the entire time.
I think I'm the only person in this room who hasn't done cocaine. I was
Yeah.
just thinking that.
Does anybody want to help Lou tonight?
Come on.
All right, hey, nice. All right, cool. We can hang out. Yeah. Okay, great. We'll be at the
You're there
bar
with
across
me,
the
we're
street
both doing blow.
afterwards. Yeah. You've never done cocaine? Right, applause if you've never done cocaine.
That's less than half.
Yeah, it is less than half. Also, fucking losers. I bet you guys have androids too, huh? Meanwhile, all the cool people are over here doing bumps and airdropping each other, just kind of.
Yeah. You guys are doing.
Never had to discover. Oh, whoa!
Holy shit.
Wow, craziest insult of the night. We're up
God.
here riffing and raffing. You're like, you're poor, bitch.
Listen, it has a great cashback rate. All right.
Man.
Anybody have a question for Greg? Other than an insult, does anybody have a question for Greg? What's up? Ever find your registration?
Oh yeah, they found it next to the Flyleaf CD. That was the apartment.
Fucking sick.
Yeah. No, it was there. They found it.
I really appreciate how caring this crowd is about every question. Like, are you in like debt now? Did they find your registration? Are you okay?
How big was the dildo, really? Over here. How's the nerve damage in your thumb?
It's a lot better now. I honestly wish it was still there because you ever like hit your thumb into like the door? Yeah. Actually, I had to rehab it using Corey's asshole, so he really helped keeping it there in shape. I don't know who asked the question, but I looked at you, and I'm sorry that if it wasn't you, it was you. All right. Yeah, I looked right at this poor lady when I said the word asshole.
What? Yeah, it's not a brown eye. I bleach. Okay,
Yeah.
Girl. Okay.
What's up? Great start.
Good start. Good start.
Yeah, hello.
Yes. By her, like literally 10
Just
seconds
now.
ago. Because
Okay, one more time.
wait, have you ever been made fun of for what?
Being a ginger, and especially with your last name being Cherry.
Are you a ginger?
I guess like partial, you know, because like the mustache. Yeah.
Damn.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, honey, why don't you tilt the full brim hat up? And she's wearing an eye patch and a full brim hat, and she's trying to insult another person's appearance. Go fuck yourself, okay? Like,
Oh my God.
yeah, this is like.
Yeah.
All right, does that round of applause? Do you think Greg's a ginger? Round of applause if you don't think he's a ginger. Yeah. Have another cocktail, you idiot. Fucking. Hold on. So, would you like to address the previous question?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was a very chubby kid growing up, like the catcher from Sandlot chubby, you know, like that kind. So yeah, all the time. And also, if you don't think I'm a ginger, you haven't seen The Carpet, and that's just, yeah.
Ah, that's what you should have said to that cop.
Prove it. All right, we got time for one more question. In the back.
How'd you lose weight? I'm trying to lose like 10.
Okay, nice. Good for you, man. Good for you. Hey, if nothing else, we're all learning a lot tonight. Some of you are probably like, I haven't laughed once, but I'm gonna lose 20 pounds.
I'm gonna guess cocaine. If I've learned one thing.
I mean, that definitely helped later in life. But when I was younger, the answer was puberty, and so one day, young boy, and
You'll get there one day, sir.
one day.
How do you lose weight? All right, let's get to a couple texts. This is pretty fun. All right, I like the discrepancy between crimes sometimes. So this one is embezzled thousands of dollars. And I'm also just gonna admit, I don't really know what embezzled means. Do you guys know?
Pretty sure it's like you steal money from the company you're working for.
But why isn't that just stealing?
Because you're hiding it in a way where it looks legitimate, but it's not.
So the difference is that you're not just walking out and being like, gotcha, bitch! Look at all this cash!
Yeah,
That's the
it's-
difference between embezzlement and stealing?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a church.
Okay. There it is.
Did you know what embezzled meant?
I thought Embezzle was one of the performers at the Christian EDM concert.
That's fair. That's also fair. And then this other one was on multiple accounts, public urination. Come on! Multiple.
Yeah, fucking grow up.
Yeah. I mean, you guys, I pee outside all the time.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So, I gotta ask, how are you guys doing it? How are you?
Y'all got like 4 answers off rip. All y'all had something different. Y'all were like, between cars, don't forget about dumpsters. Dumpsters too.
Yeah, women can pee outside too, Corey.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an equal opportunity guy. I know. I don't think you should vote, but I think you should be able to pee where you want to.
Yeah. Gender neutral dumpsters for pissing.
Yeah. My only problem with peeing in a dumpster is when them started using it, you know? Oh, shit. All right, guys, give it up for Greg Cherry one more time. Clap it up for Greg. Throw that on the stool, buddy.